Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, the very latest information now out on the Viola fire burning in Yakima. This as we're learning how it started. Plus, deconstruction begins as the city of Richland removes the marina at Columbia Park, what the project aims to achieve, and what that could mean for residents. And 2 busy streets in Richland will become one-way streets, how residents feel about the change.
And right now we're seeing sunshine and average temperatures, but we got another warm up on the way. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Wendy Redman. Austin is off tonight. We begin with the very latest on the East Viola fire in Yakima. Officials tell us 14 acres burned along the Greenway last night, but things are better under control now. Jeremiah Stilley is the captain of Community Risk Reduction with the Yakima Fire Department. He tells us firefighters were called out to the area at about 4 o'clock yesterday evening. Stilley says the fire was started by an encampment in the area. It might have been burning earlier in the day, he says, but was hidden by the dense vegetation. Several different agencies helped out with this one, bringing in air resources as well. Some people in the area, as we mentioned yesterday, were evacuated, but thankfully no one was hurt and no property was damaged. Stilley says fires along the Greenway continue to be an issue.
It's something that we fight every summer. It exhausts our resources dealing with the multiple fires throughout the whole summer in the Greenway, and it's a lot of fires.
Stilley says the fire is 50% contained now, and crews are still in the area. Our very own Stacy Lee has been watching this fire very closely for us. She joins us now with a live look at what it's doing. Plus, she's also staying on top of our fire weather threat. Could it actually be worse soon? Stacy?
Fire threats, yes, and we are watching this active fire. Now, we've been watching throughout the day on our tower cam here. We've been seeing things like pretty much right now it looks calm, but a little while ago we had a lot of smoke billowing again, and authorities are saying you're going to see smoke out there for the next couple of days, but they're really watching and monitoring the situation. Currently 87 degrees. Winds are lighter today at 5 miles per hour, and we don't have that northerly flow, which was pushing the fire closer to the interstate. So that's good news, and with these lighter winds through the area, certainly will help our fire conditions. Now, things are about to change going forward. We've got red flag warnings for the Columbia Basin, Hermiston, Tri-Cities, Hanford, all the way up the Yakima Valley. We also have fire weather watches, which will turn to red flag warnings a little bit later. This kicks in tomorrow for the Columbia Basin, then on Friday further to the north, again due to low humidity and gusty winds and temperatures on the rise. Looking pretty good today. This was doable, I think, the 80s and low 90s around the region. Planning your evening, look for those 70s and 80s to hang around through 6 o'clock, 70s and 80s through 8, and temperatures will get real comfortable about 10 o'clock tonight. Here's a look at tomorrow, though. Those temperatures warming up, flirting with the triple digits, so very hot once again for the next couple of days. Get ready for that high fire danger, but we have a really nice weekend ahead of us. I'll tell you more about that coming up. Wendy?
All right, Stacy, thanks so much. Change is on the way for 2 of Richland's busiest streets, George Washington Way and Jadwin Avenue. The city is planning on turning them both into one-ways. The project is still being mapped out and construction is expected to begin in spring of 2026. Once completed, we're told parts of both streets would include a one-way road, wider sidewalks, bike paths, and parking spaces. The goal of the project is to reduce traffic and make the street safer to access for those walking. The plan is drawing a mixed reaction from Richland residents.
You know, there's so much activity going on in Richland at this point. It's actually growing at a pretty fast pace. I think it's great. Any growth is great. Progressive, move it forward, and I love it.
Other Richland residents feel the streets already work well and any changes could impact small businesses. Design plans for the project are expected to be finished by the end of the year. The city of Richland is preparing for a major change along the Columbia River. It's a project that will remove the marina at Columbia Park West. The project is being led by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the Department of Fish and Wildlife. It includes the eventual removal of the causeway that connects Columbia Park to Bateman Island. The goal is to improve river flow and support salmon migration by restoring natural water movement in the area. But removing the causeway would also mean there'd no longer be a land connection to Bateman Island, leaving boat access as the only option. Before any of that happens, city officials say the first step is to deconstruct the marina.
A great asset to the community, but we realized that after the causeway is removed, it wouldn't be sustainable to keep the marina here. And so after analyzing a lot of options, it appeared that the best option was to remove that.
The city of Richland says it's not the lead agency on this project, but confirms marina deconstruction is expected to take about 2 months. A familiar face in the Tri-Cities is stepping into a new role, this time as a voice for Kennewick's Parks and Rec programs. At this week's Kennewick City Council meeting, the council officially appointed Joe Thornton, known to many as Big Bro Joe, to position 7 of the Parks and Recreation Commission. That's a development role. Thornton says this isn't just a title, it's a chance to serve the community in a bigger way, especially when it comes to creating opportunities for local youth. He hopes to bring fresh ideas and energy to the table, blending his professional experience and deep personal passion for community work.
Let's unite everybody. Let's get everybody on the same roof. Let's have a good time. Let's engage with our community as much as we can, and let's try to help better the lives of those around us. And at the end of the day, that's how a community works.
Thornton was recommended by the city's interview committee and says he's grateful for all the support he's received. He's already looking ahead to new events and programs designed to better serve families across Kennewick. His first day is August 1st. Some of President Trump's most loyal allies are dissatisfied with the decision to not release additional files from the Jeffrey Epstein case. Julia Benbrook is at the White House with the very latest on the controversy.
In a scathing Truth Social post, President Donald Trump accused some of his supporters of falling prey to a hoax, calling those who are questioning his administration's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files, quote, weaklings. He went as far as to say that he doesn't want their support anymore as the topic continues to divide his base.
Some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net.
Last week, the Department of Justice issued a memo that said Epstein had not been murdered in prison, nor did he have an incriminating client list, contradicting some of the conspiracy theories previously promoted by members of the Trump administration. The memo came months after Attorney General Pam Bondi hyped soon-to-be-released documents and suggested she had the so-called client list on her desk. She has since suggested she was referring to other documents. A growing number of Republicans are pushing for more transparency. On Tuesday, House Speaker Mike Johnson became the highest-ranking Republican to say he wants to see more details about the DOJ's investigation.
We need to put it out there. And you know, Pam Bondi, I don't know, when she originally made the statement, I think she was talking about documents, as I understood it, they were on her desk. I don't know that she was specific about a list or whatever, but she needs to come forward and explain that to everybody.
A CNN poll conducted after the memo's release shows that half of Americans are dissatisfied with the amount of information the federal government has released about the case. At the White House, I'm Julia Benbrook.
On Tuesday, Republican House members blocked a Democratic-led procedural measure to force the release of the files within 30 days. Following this newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir reports on tornadoes touching down, earthquakes, and a tsunami warning for part of the U.S. Then be sure to stay with us for the news at 6 o'clock as we have the very latest on how communities are coming together, feeding the hungry, and transforming parks and roadways. making a difference now. 4 participants are now graduates of Benton County's Recovery Court program, which has served as an alternative to traditional sentencing since 2022. Brian Landamarino, Tina Madden, and Garrett Minnelly were 3 of the graduates. Recovery Court helped the group leave addiction behind through treatment and social services. The program had the graduates engaged in community service, with one graduate even volunteering more than 1,000 hours during her time in the program. Another graduate says the program helped him reclaim his life and put him back on the right track. And of course, following the ceremony, the graduates got to shred their former charges and were given a certificate. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, as Benton County residents are anticipating their ballots by mail, we'll share the auditor's tip for making sure your vote counts. And make sure you stay with us because Stacey Lee is coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. We'll be right back.
We're here at U.S. Cellular for Us Days, where our customers get exclusive deals just for them.
It almost feels like we're part of a cool club together.
Swag.
Us Days just got bigger. All customers get a free phone with no trade-in.
Okay, bye.
I met a cute poodle outside.
Oh, really?
She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free. That can't be true.
Sure it is. When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free.
Free?
Yeah. You don't pay us a penny unless we win for you.
That's doggone crazy.
Hello? Yeah, sure. That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
If you have heart failure or chronic kidney disease, Farxiga can help you keep living life, because there are places you'd like to be. Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and bacterial infection between the anus and genitals, both which may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness or swelling between the anus and genitals. Ask your doctor about Farxiga today.
Farxiga.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social.
We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Apple Valley News Now, the official television home of the Seattle Kraken.
If you live in Benton County, your primary ballot is now on its way to you. They were mailed this morning, and the auditor for Benton County says you can expect to see it at the latest by next Friday. The auditor also says this isn't a county-wide election this time around. Some cities that are in this year's primary are West Richland, and Kennewick. The auditor says you'll see city council races along with school district races and a fire district measure as well. She also says she has a tip for voters to make sure your vote counts.
One of the most important things that voters should be paying attention to is their signature on the ballot envelope. We check their signature on the ballot envelope against your signature on your voter registration record. So voters should make sure that they're voting with their most official signature. Commonly, that is your driver's license. So you pull out your driver's license, look to see how you signed your name on your driver's license, and use that to sign your ballot.
You can register to vote up until 8 p.m. in person on Election Day, August 5th, and 8 days before mail-in ballots or online. Columbia Ability Alliance is leveling up its community center with a recent grant. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia shows us how this new feature is helping to engage members of the community.
Pro Fortnite player. I'm always always like number one. I show them how to play.
Wednesday mornings from 10 to 11 are going to be a bit different at the CAA Community Center, as they officially launched their new e-game club where they'll live stream on Twitch.
Guild Edge Gaming, and this is brought to us by Battelle and Pixelsoft Films, donated the funds so that we could make something like this happen. This is our new e-gaming club so that we can play online and Twitch stream and just be a part of that gaming community that we all love.
Members at CAA are excited to connect on a different level.
I'm looking just for the overall joyful experience of streaming on Twitch.
You see how other people say about us, how we play amazing games, see how what they say, and they have any questions, easy, they can talk to us.
One member says while they start their Twitch journey, it's important to stay true to yourself.
I want people to know, like, be yourself. Don't give up. Play games. Sometimes games are fun. Sometimes, like, all the times fun.
This new e-gaming club is all about making sure people feel included.
Because everybody loves gaming. Everybody wants to be on an Xbox and on Twitch and joining that community, and we want to make sure that our people get to do that too. So we have adaptive controllers, we have a larger screen that we can play off of, and everything that we need so that everybody here can be a gamer.
It means like the world to me, but because I don't have an Xbox at home, but definitely I love to play Xbox.
I'd like to play PC games, like a lot of games people understand about our community.
The community center manager says they will be having volunteers monitoring their online chat to ensure a safe environment. Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
There is an opportunity to be a volunteer or be part of the e-gaming club. Those applications can be found on applevalleynewsnow.com. The Boys and Girls Club of Benton and Franklin counties is helping its young members start thinking about their futures by exploring different career paths and education options. Earlier this month, club members took a trip to Perry Technical Institute in Yakima, a 2-year school that offers programs in welding, construction, and other skilled trades. The club has also visited schools like the University of Washington in the past, and today representatives from Heritage University stopped by the Kennewick Clubhouse to talk with students about what's possible after high school.
I think it's great for them to be able to see all their options, for even if they don't want to go to college, to go somewhere like Perry Tech where they can explore other trade careers.
Club leaders say more college and career visits are in the works as they continue to help students explore possibilities for the future. The Night of Chaos is coming to the Tri-City Raceway this Saturday, July 19th, with several different racing events filling out the lineup. Gates will open at 5:30 p.m. and races will start at 7:30. The Tri-City Raceway in West Richland is the nation's fastest half-mile tri-oval racetrack. These will not be your typical races, however, with boats and lawnmowers getting involved.
Expect boat races, which is really great because it's boat races before our boat races, but these boats do not need water, and that's probably going to be the coolest part of the night, other than we have a special stuntman coming out of Post Falls, Idaho, Flying Ryan. We have Hornets, we have Bombers, and we have lawnmower drag racing, as well as spectator truck tug of wars.
Wow, that all sounds like something to see, right? So if you plan on going, you can bring the family. Kids 12 and under get in for free.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And good news on the weather front. It's going to hold out and be great this weekend. All right, let's take a live look outside. Dust Devil Sky Cam. We can see a little bit of smoke and haze out in the area, and we are tracking a little bit of that. 87 degrees. Winds are nice and light at 3 miles per hour. Our humidity at 25%, and our sunset tonight at 8:44. Here's that smoke and haze. You're kind of seeing it off in the distance, but it really has not been impacting air quality for much of the region. But again, you can still kind of see it as you look off into the distance. We do see a little bit of marginal air quality here. We're having very poor air quality down in central Oregon today, where there's some air quality alerts, but we're doing pretty good right now. Wind gusts staying on the light side, good for folks in Yakima fighting that fire up that way and some of the other fires burning in the region. Temperature trends, we are going to have a little bounce up, a little bubble up here for Thursday and Friday, and then look at this, going to be a nice little stretch of pretty average temperatures, even maybe a little bit below that. July, though, we've been above average more than not in Yakima. We're about even there as we hit about average yesterday. Tri-Cities and Hermiston flirting with triple digits on Friday. And again, we're going to see a change in our fire status going through. But temperatures do decrease beginning Saturday. And again, it's going to look lovely for the weekend. Our temperatures were actually below average yesterday in the Tri-Cities. So here's what I'm talking about. Thursday, there is a red flag warning in place for the Columbia Basin all the way down into the gorge and to the foothills of the Blues, and to the north, the Kittitas Valley. They're having a fire weather watch that will transition to a red flag warning tomorrow as we get a little bit closer to that event. Let's look at our futurecast winds so far. Not too bad. You're going to see those winds increasing just slightly in Ellensburg tonight, but overall pretty nice light winds as we get into that hot day tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, though, this is when we're going to see those winds starting to pick up, and that's when the red flag warning will kick in, and again down here in the Columbia River Gorge. So fire danger still upon us, still in the middle of it, as it is the middle of July now. For tonight, it's going to be nice and comfortable out there as temperatures will roll into the 60s overnight. 61 for Tri-Cities and Hermiston, 63 in Yakima, 64 in Walla Walla. There you go, flirting with those triple digits, breezy winds, elevated fire danger, but a nice little cool down to temperatures right around average, kind of similar to today. Yakima, that bump up there for a couple days, some breezy winds, and I do see a couple of 10%ers on there. That's a little ways out. That is the only little bit of possibly rain showers, but again, several days out before we can call that. We're seeing that again in Ellensburg as well, as there's going to be a cooler front moving in with potential rain showers, mainly though it looks like in the Cascades. Here's Walla Walla flirting with triple digits and going to get real comfortable as we get into Sunday and Monday there. And Hermiston, also look for your breezy winds right on through Tuesday with those warmer temperatures for the next 2 days. So hopefully we're staying below the 100. It does elevate fire danger as that humidity level is going to drop again. So we're ready and ripe for fires.
Okay, so we'll all have to be fire safe. And hey, you know what? 10% is something for that rain chance.
I know, like, hang on, we need that rain.
We'll take anything we can get. At least there's something up there.
There you go.
All right, well, coming up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, Walla Walla Public Schools is receiving national recognition, and now the district plans to showcase the work being done behind the scenes. We'll tell you why in tonight's Spotlight. Stay with us.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, causing irreversible vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Ask your doctor about Izervay.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay is the #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for new GA patients. Izervay is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression, which may help preserve your vision longer.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Slow your GA. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Yard sale season is upon us. Blue skies bring out bold hearts and the negotiator. He says your tongs are overpriced by 50 cents. He's here to haggle, not to make friends. But you survived the swarm. You haggled over quarters, and you sold that blender for $2. You could have donated all of that to Goodwill, helped your community, and spent your weekend doing literally anything else. Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
It's random, it's real. It's the $25,000 Big Cash Bash at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Get ready because anyone could randomly win $100 cash. Only on July 19th from 1 to 7 p.m. Everyone playing in the winner's row wins. No entries or membership required. Show your club card and multiply your winnings for up to $500 cash. $25,000 randomly given away in 6 hours. July 19th only. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Have you ever had a day like this? Bad days are why we got in the game. Capuzza Lighting, accident injury lawyers.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday, July 19th at 9 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time on Sunday, July 27th at 9 a.m.
Time now for the spotlight. Walla Walla Public Schools earned the honor of National Healthy Meals Incentives recognition. In part, the award highlights the district's dedication to providing nutritious meals, expanding scratch cooking, and prioritizing the health and wellness of students. As a result, 3 members of the Nutrition Services team will travel to Las Vegas for a professional development, networking, and collaboration opportunity. All right, final check of your weather when we come back. That's right.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demands to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun, wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your local Honda dealer during the summer event.
Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
It's our 48th anniversary at Moore Furniture, 3 generations strong thanks to you. For 48 incredible years, we've had the honor of furnishing your homes. From our family to yours, we're celebrating with 72 months interest-free financing and no money down on every purchase over $19.99. Plus, we'll remove and donate your gently used pieces locally. That's 6 full years with no interest. Just gorgeous furniture, unbeatable value, and easy monthly payments. Only at Moore Furniture, where everyone gets more furniture for less.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demands to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
Apple Valley News Now viewer Alan Rither of Richland.
We really appreciate Apple Valley News Now being
on the air. It's more a part of our community.
We love hearing from viewers. Email comments at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we've been tracking fires in the region and we'll have all your latest updates.
And it's getting hotter again, maybe around 100 degrees, but cooler after that. I'll show you the up and downs tomorrow morning at 5.